would feel that immediately?
We would actually crash.
In racing and Formula One, we got tires. In SailGP, they've got foils. Let's meet James, and he'll explain to us which foils to use in which conditions. Why do you use different foils for different conditions? I mean, in racing, we had different tires, depending whether it was dry or wet conditions.
What we have here is our light wind foils, and so these are a lot bigger than strong wind foils. So that allows us, when there's less wind, we can get this whole yacht flying up in the air a lot earlier. When it gets windier, we'll put the small foils in, boat will go faster.
We deal with aerodynamics. How is it in the water? Is it more important or less important compared to air?
It's more important in some ways because water is so much denser than air. If there was some trash in the ocean or we got a plastic bag or seaweed or something,
You would feel that immediately?
we would actually crash.
For you, the consequences are a bit bigger than it was to us. When we had something stuck on the wing, we would just have less grip.
My whole job is to keep the boat flying really high in the air.
How much of that, if you do your job well, is left in the water?
When we're going downwind at max speed, I'm trying to fly the boat at about 130 centimeters in the air. And if I go to 135, we're probably going to crash.
You judge that by what you see or what you feel?
Yeah.
I guess the feel is a bit delayed compared to what you see, so you have to sort of anticipate.
Exactly. It becomes more visual. And so just like if you're on a piece of the racetrack that's slightly drier, you're going to have more grip, and then you hit a wet patch, you slide.
Yeah.
I'm looking in front of the bow and just watching
just
the
see.
waves come, and that's like exactly the same as that's the bits with less grip where I'm going to have to fly lower, and then when I see it go flatter, I can push the ride height for a moment, and it's just about extracting those last percentages of speed and grip.
So the similarities between tires and foils we tried to cover. Now, I could change tires. How long does it take to change the foils?
So for us to change our foils takes quite a long time. We have to come into the shed and it's sort of an overnight process. What we have with SailGP is the organisers make sure all the boats are exactly the same. It really comes down to the sailors and making sure we do the best possible job on the day.
Well, that's tough to make a difference, but fair.
Yeah.